gutsy win for Houston at home to even the series at 2 games apiece. Stephen A. Smith joining us now from Houston. Steve, what jumped out at you about Houston's performance?
Well, James Harden obviously has found his groove. He had 38 tonight. He was swinging it from every place. He was shooting all over the court. He had actually connected on 6 of his 12 three-pointers until missing around his last 5 or so. But he had a stellar game inside and out. He was in attack mode. He was dictating pace. He was looking like the star we know him to be. And that obviously helped. Well, P.J. Tucker also had a big-time game. Chris Paul contributed as well. And James Harden looked like the superstar he is. These were the Houston Rockets that had been saying all season long, we got a chance against the reigning defending 2-time champions.
All right, so now each team has won 2 games at home. It's a 3-game series. Now, what do we know about what's going on with these 2 teams heading into these final 3?
Well, here's what we know. James Harden's going to show up. We know he's going to have some help, whether it's the likes of Eric Gordon or P.J. Tucker. These guys are not going to wilt beneath the pressure. But then when you look at the Golden State Warriors, the fact of the matter is this. Klay Thompson's got to show up. Klay Thompson has not looked good. Obviously, the ball movement or lack thereof on the Golden State Warriors part definitely contributed because that didn't exist throughout the first 3 quarters or so. So as a result, whenever he got the ball, he felt the need to launch it up. But he wasn't making shots. He hit 1 of 6 from 3-point range. That's not the Klay Thompson we know and love. The bottom line is he's going to have to step his game up because the Golden State Warriors are in a world of trouble. When you look at the Houston Rockets, they're coming. When you look at what's transpiring in the Eastern Conference, Milwaukee appears to be coming. There are teams that are looking at the Golden State Warriors and they're saying we can take them. Why? Because 1 or 2 of their players are failing to show up on a consistent basis. They're going to have to find a way to remedy that, and it starts right now with Klay Thompson in order to win this series because he has been a virtual no-show.
All right, Stephen A. Smith joining us from Houston following Game 4. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
We're not done with Game 4. Nick Friedel
win it all. So who wasn't watching that game?
Yeah, series has been close every game. 3 games decided by a total of 15 points. No margin of victory greater than 6, and it was tight again Monday night. Let's check it out. Kevin Durant, James Harden have been fantastic. Steph Curry still trying to find his rhythm, playing with that dislocated finger on his left hand. Struggled in Game 3, but came out rolling in the first. Right through the Rockets' defense and lays that in. And then the Warriors in transition. Curry to Klay Thompson. It was his turn to struggle this game. Thompson, 5 for 15, just 11 points. Curry doing Curry things. 11 points in the first quarter. He accounted for 9 of the Warriors' 12 buckets in the first quarter, either scoring or assisting on them. Warriors up 28-25 after 1. James Harden dominant in the second quarter. 7:15 remaining. Rockets trailing by 1. Harden step back 3. His patented move, 6 for 17 from 3-point range. Knocks that one down over Thompson, plus the foul. 3 for 7 in the first half from 3. Warriors as a whole, 3 for 13 from 3. 18 for Harden in the first half. It's a 7-point Houston lead at the half. Rockets came in 4-0 at home this postseason. Early in the third, Rockets by 9. Harden sizing up Draymond Green and knocking it down. Green flails as he tries to sell getting hit, but no call. Did seem to get knocked upside the head on Harden's follow-through. Rockets up by 12. Curry at the other end. 4 for 14 from 3. Warriors cut it to within 6. Chris Paul on the inbounds to Harden. 38 points for him on 13 of 29 shooting. Rockets starting to pull away. They're up 9 after 3. Fourth quarter. Just over 4 minutes to go. Paul tips it away from Green. P.J. Tucker, what a game for him. Seemed to come up with every loose ball. 17 points and 10 boards. Rockets by 10. Harden, fade away. Work it. Rockets by 9. 2:15 to go. Warriors down by 9, but fighting back. Durant cut it to a 7-point game. Less than 30 seconds ago, it's a 5-point game. Curry, pull up 3, no good. But they get the offensive rebound right to Curry. Splash. 2-point game now. So the Warriors foul Harden, made the first free throw. Chance to make it a 4-point game. Oh, he clanks the second one. Iguodala with the rebound. Warriors down by 3. So who's going to take the shot? You got Curry and you got Durant. With Thompson struggling, Durant 2 for 12. 0 for 6 from 3-point range on potential game-tying or go-ahead buckets in the final 10 seconds of the playoff game. Curry 2 for 8. 1 for 4 from 3-point range in those situations, and neither one of them able to hit there. The Warriors 8 for 33 from three as a team. We'll get at least two more of these as the Rockets win again.
What's going through your mind when Durant gets that look with like 8 seconds?
You probably don't want to know. It's not pretty. And Steph too. It's not pretty. Both of them, but they are very capable of hitting that. And obviously, that's a tough moment. We made an amazing comeback, and our guys were fantastic, fighting to get back into the game. Had a chance to tie it at the end. But again, for 48 minutes, I didn't feel like we executed very well in terms of keeping our poise and trying to get great looks.
As a player, being tied up in the series, the 2-2, you kind of feel a little different. But, the way both teams are playing with such aggression and intensity, it's fun to be out there. So we're looking forward to Game 5.
It's best out of three, and whoever can get a road win. For us, it was being aggressive. I think our mentality changed, especially after Game 2. Be more aggressive on both ends of the ball, defensively, making sure that everything that they get wasn't easy. They still got a lot of offensive rebounds and missed a lot of open shots, but we did also. So I think both teams are fighting, and you got tired legs, you got guys playing a lot of minutes, and it's whoever can make the plays.
Warriors sent 8 different defenders at James Harden, and he made at least one basket on all 8. Klay Thompson got the worst of it. Harden scored 15 points, with Thompson defending him, including 3 of his 5 three-point attempts. Warriors struggle from 3. Again, 8 of 33 from 3. Houston made 17 threes. That differential in makes is tied for the second worst in a playoff game in Warriors franchise history. It was probably the biggest stat of the game. Curry, 4 for 14 from behind the arc. He's missed 34 threes in the first 4 games of this series. That's the most in any 4-game span of his postseason career. Gritty got to the Warriors locker room, and Tim Legler with his breakdown coming up.
Bruins on the road. Red Sox on the road. Celtics at home. Boston favored by 1 to even the series with Milwaukee at 2. You take a 3-1 best-of-7 series lead. You win 96% of the time. Marcus Smart back, 3 points, 15 minutes. Boston did not get any juice from Smart, and Kyrie Irving struggled again. He was 8 for 22 in Game 3. This one, not much better. He went 7 of 22, 1 for 7 for 3. He did have 10 assists, but those 23 points he had came on 22 shots, and that's not good enough. But still, Boston was up 2 at the half, despite Irving struggling for the second game in a row. So let's go to the third quarter. Milwaukee's got a 1-point lead. Marcus Morris drives. Giannis Antetokounmpo fouls him. That's his 4th foul of the game. So he goes to the bench with just over 8 minutes to play in the third, and this is the time that Boston is going to take off, right? Well, no. Instead of advantage Boston, it was advantage Milwaukee bench, like George Hill. Stop and pop. He had 15 points, 5 assists, Bucks up 4. And how great is Pat Connaughton? The big block. And then in transition, show me. Boom! 9 points, 10 rebounds off the bench for Connaughton, the former Blazer great. The Bucks outscored the Celtics 21-13 over the final 8-17 of the third with Antetokounmpo on the bench. Best thing Boston had was the baby boy drummer. Jaylen Brown, Antetokounmpo blocks it from behind with the Bucks up 8 in the fourth quarter. Hill misses the layup, but how about Antetokounmpo? Playing like a man possessed. Bucks up 11 after the 3. Under 5 minutes to play. It's a 10-point game. Antetokounmpo. Oh, freaky beaky. Slams it home. Spinning and throwing it down and grinning. 101-89. And then under a minute left, this is when Stan said, oh, he went Dr. J. He went Dr. J on everybody. He had 39 points, 16 rebounds. Bucks win 113-101, 3-1 series advantage.
When I step on the court, I got to do whatever it takes for my team to win. If it's that block shot and shoot 7 shots or 10 shots, be it. It doesn't really matter.
The expectations on me are going to be sky high, and I try to utilize their aggression against them and still put my teammates in great positions while still being aggressive. I'm trying to do it all. So, for me, the 22 shots, I should have shot 30. It really not great of a shooter. So I think that just the consistency of just going at it, staying aggressive is always going to put us in a great position.
All right, Antetokounmpo scored 26 points in the paint, career postseason high in the paint. His 10th game this season with 25 or more points in the paint, more than 3 times as many other players this season. Paint your wagon! When Antetokounmpo got in foul trouble, the bench mobbed Boston, outscored the Celtics bench by 25, and in the series, Milwaukee's bench has outscored Boston's bench by 51 points in the last 2 games. The earth is not flat, but Kyrie Irving's game is. He's missed 43 shots over his last 3 games, the most in a 3-game span in his postseason career. And you know the numbers. This guy is money in the postseason. All right, SportsCenter update. Stan, you know the name?